I got my boss's wife to divorce him using nothing but his own meeting recordings last month. My boss, Mark, installed recording software on all our work laptops to monitor productivity. What he really wanted was to catch us talking shit about him, clapping micromanager with a god complex, every Zerms call, every microphone activation, even ambient sound when we forgot to mute. All reviewed by him personally every Friday while we worked unpaid overtime, but Mark made one fatal error. He used his work laptop for everything, including his lunch meetings with Ashley from accounting. I discovered this by accident when IT asked me to help migrate the cloud storage. Years of hours of recordings, all time-stamped, all labeled with his employee ID. Most were mind-numbing status updates and keyboard clicks. Then I found the folder labeled Tuesday Lunch Reviews, not Meetings Affairs. Crystal clear audio of Mark and Ashley discussing their hotel reservations. One empty weekend trips while his wife Sarah thought he was at conferences laughing about how stupid Sarah was for believing his lies. The worst part? In one recording, Ashley asked if he felt guilty. His response made my skin crawl. Sarah's gotten fat since the kids. She's lucky I even come home. I sat there shaking. Sarah had brought us homemade cookies last week. She'd gained weight because she'd been battling thyroid cancer. Mark told us she was just lazy, but I had a problem. Sending them to Sarah could get me fired or sued. Mark had made us all sign brutal NDAs about the monitoring system, so I got creative. I started leaving my laptop open during lunch, recording myself loudly discussing fictional dong shows. Can you believe that character who discovered her husband cheating through security cameras? That plot where the wife found hotel receipts in cloud storage was so realistic. I love how she hired that private investigator to check those specific Tuesday lunch hours. For 2 weeks, I performed my little show-wise during times I knew Mark reviewed, specific enough to be suspicious, vague enough to be legal. Last Friday, Sarah showed up at the office not with cookies, with a lawyer and a private investigator who'd somehow gotten access to Mark's personal credit card record showing dozens of Tuesday hotel charges. The screaming match was epic. Mark tried to deny everything until Sarah's lawyer played a recording not from our work system, but from the Kai's surveillance. Same hotel, same times I'd mentioned in my television discussions. Security escorted Mark out in front of everyone. Ashley ran to the bathroom crying and never came back. Sarah called an emergency meeting about appropriate use of company resources. The official story is that Sarah hired a KLA after getting suspicious. Nobody knows about my lunchtime theater performances. Mark's divorce is getting messy. Sarah's lawyer subpoenaed the company recordings as evidence. Raft out recording employees without proper consent in our state is illegal. Mark's facing lawsuits from every employee he monitored. But the best part came yesterday. I got promoted to Mark's position. First order of business, removing all the monitoring software. Second order, Jaime, everyone raises with the money we're saving from Mark's inflated salary. Sarah sent an email thanking me for the promotion announcement. At the bottom, she added, "Pi PS. I always knew you loved crime shows. Thanks for the recommendations." She knows, and I know she knows, but will never speak of it directly. Some revenge tastes better served with plausible deniability. Mark's living in a studio apartment now, posting increasing articles about workplace transparency and building trust in remote teams. The comment section is brutal. Reaffed out a lot of people. Remember a boss who secretly recorded them. Ashley transferred to the Portland office. Her engagement ring disappeared around the same time as Mark's wedding band. Funny how that works. ID mysteriously lost them during a server migration. What a tragic accident. Mark's lawyer is furious, but here is nothing to prove. Yesterday was my first day officially running the department. Sarah stopped by with homemade cookies, chocolate chip, Mark's favorite. We ate them while discussing the new transparency policy I am implementing. No recordings. She smiled as she left. You know, I've been thinking about writing a blog about recognizing signs of workplace affairs. Would you mind proofreading it? I told Ray